Hello my friends, and welcome back to my channel, and welcome to a mid-month update on my adult coloring this month. So I'll put up in the corner here or down in the description my video at the beginning of the month with my coloring plans for the month, and I'm doing quite well. So when we last spoke, I was doing my swatching of my Prismacolor Premier pencils. I completed that, and then I rearranged all the colors in my box to go along with this color chart, and I just love it. It is so much easier to choose color combinations, having them swatched out, but two, rearranged the way these are. And as I mentioned before, I got this was a free download from Color with Claire, and I'll put her website down below because she has quite a few swatch sheets that are available for download, and they are free. She has a wonderful, lovely channel as well. And I did download the Inktense, but I haven't finished that yet. Hopefully I'll show you that at my end of the month wrap up. So I'll start with the two sort of main pages that I did, and then I did a little bit of playing and testing, so that out of the 4 books that I wanted to play in this month, I have colored 2 full pages, and then I did a little bit of testing in another one, and I have my million kittens to get to yet. But so the first page I did, and that I had chosen with you, is this one, and I really like how this turned out. This is with my Prismacolors. They definitely, from a colored pencil point of view, as I previously mentioned, these are my favorites. I did get those Staedtler. I'm going to continue using them, but I do find them a little bit harder to use. Well, they're a harder pencil, so you have to work a little bit more at blending and getting the color down, but the Prismacolors work beautifully. And I did do some 3 color blends, but the majority of these, I think, are 2 color blends, and I think I still like that beautifully. And I love floral. So that is another conclusion that I have come to, is I really do enjoy coloring florals and this type of floral. So I like that there was a little bit of a building here in the back, and this big tub wood grain. And then I really enjoy doing a sort of multicolor here, and I really like how this turned out. And then for the foliage, I used all sorts of different greens, so that was fun as well. I had not used any oranges in a very long time, so I thought that was fun. So I really enjoyed doing this one, and I probably did this over probably 4 or 5 evenings for sure. So this was in my fairy tales and folklore. And then the second page that I did was from the Romantic Country, and I really enjoyed that. And this is fun. Now, I really enjoyed doing this. This is a little bit more intricate, quite a few more little detailed bits, but I really enjoyed this. And in all honesty, a lot of this was just laying the one color down. I did do 2 colors with the leaves, and with the flowers, I mixed in some of my pinks here, and I did a color combo of 2 pinks, but then I did 2 or 3 different combos, and I really like how that came together. But then the tablecloth here, really, I just used, I think this was hot pink, and then this was blush pink. I just used one color and did some color lay down, and I really do like how this came out. A little bit of a sort of rattan or cane chairs. Lots of little pastries here, the tea set. I used my silver. I had not used the Prismacolor silver or gold, and I did use silver here, and I quite like it. It's not metallic. It's not really shiny, but it, you know, it is silver. So I do, that was another little test that I did, and I quite like how that came out. I did use a couple of greens down here. Now, I did not do any sort of background here. I'm sure other people did, and I may go and research and see what they did. But I just, you know, I did add some of the grass down here to sort of have a little bit of a shelf so that everything would be resting. But I didn't go because I wasn't quite sure how I would do that. I don't think I would do this entire thing in blue. You know, this, although this area here with the bird flying is definitely sky, but then what would I do down here and how would I make them all meet? I don't think I'm really at the point where I'm competent enough to do that and have a nice effect. So I thought I would just do it this way. And I do like the effect, and I used quite a few different colors on here that I had not used before, and I enjoyed the little details, and it was fun. And I probably did this over a few evenings as well, 4 or 5 for sure. So those are the 2 full pages that I've done so far. Finished my swatching, and then I brought my March Gota Pop Tinies on Shelves and the pages that go with it. I brought that back out. You've seen these. This is what I had done with my Staedtler pencils, and I've talked to you about that. Then these 2 I brought out. I showed you my Ohuhu dual tip brush pens. So I just tried that a little bit here and a little bit here, and frankly, my friends, I'm not sold on the dual tip. Now, maybe it's something I need to get used to. I found it easy to go outside of the lines. I found the saturation maybe just a little bit too much. Maybe it's the colors I used. But I'm not enamored with the dual tip brush pens. I don't know whether it's the brand. I don't have any others, and I've not tried any others, so I don't know whether it's brand specific or whether it is that medium that I'm not crazy on. Maybe I just need to practice a little more, and maybe I will, but I'm not really drawn to that medium for the time being, for sure. Thankfully, I didn't spend much money on those. Then this one down here, I went in and I got my Copics. And I do enjoy my Copics. I did some blending here, and they blend well. I did some here. I'm not sure I chose the right combination of greens here. I think you can see the differentiation here. Streakiness maybe a little bit too much, but I really do like how the flower came out. So once I had practiced with my Copics a little bit here, and I'm going to have to reprint this page, as I mentioned to you, so that I can probably do it all in my Prismacolors, but I think it's fun to have a little bit of a test type page. And I may try something here, or with these, with Inktense, and see how I get along with watercolor effect or sort of watercolor pencils in my coloring. So then once I had done my Copics and I decided that I liked it, I went into my Mini Mania. Now, I did choose this big page, and I have not started that, so hopefully I will get to that before the end of the month. And I think I will go back to my Prismacolors to do this. This is a little bit too big to try anything else in, but I did... I had shown you this page as well, saying, you know, I might do a little bit of playing around with this page, and I did this little sort of like a small victory kind of illustration here, and I used my Copics for that, and I quite like it. I quite like the effect. I really did not do any blending. In all honesty, I added 2 tones of pink, just the tiniest thing, but for the rest, I really did not do any blending. I just laid down the color, used some different greens here, just laid down the color for my first try, and I really like it. Now, I don't know whether I will try. I see a lot of people laying down color with their alcohol markers and then going in with some pencils to do a little bit of shading. So I might do another one. So I probably will leave this one the way it is so I can see what it is, just laying down some Copics. And I quite like it. I think this is quite fine the way it is. And I may do another one where I might go back then afterwards and do a little bit of shading with my pencils to see how I like that. So I'm really still in, getting used to my coloring again and trying some different things and seeing what I like and what I don't like. But one thing for sure, I love my Prismacolors. I do enjoy the Copics on their own, and then we'll see. So I want to try and get to this one before the end of the month. And of course, my Million Little Kittens that I would like to get to for the end of the month, so that I will have colored in the 4 books that I chose. So thank you so much for being here with me. As I've mentioned previously, I will make sure that it is clearly identified that this is adult coloring for those of you that are here for my scrapbooking. Then you will know that this is not a scrapbooking video, and I will see you back here very, very soon. And something else I really feel like starting is some puzzles. I enjoy puzzles. I haven't done in years. I did do a couple during COVID, and I have not done any since. So I might dig that out. So that will give me my scrapbooking, my coloring, my puzzles, and my reading, so that I stay sane through everything that is going on. So I will see you back here very, very soon. Bye for now, friends.